Very good football game out there today. Again, I thought our kids competed hard. Come up one play short. Had opportunities throughout the game. As we know, they were a good football team, but I thought we played really well in stretches, and then not well. We just got to, offensively, thought we moved the ball very well, come out very well. Wish we could have got points on that last drive down there when we were at the 30 there, and I can't tell. He said he went to step around. He said he tripped on somebody, and Connor did, and get some points there. It was a drive. We missed a 3rd and 1, which was critical. We missed a block. We didn't miss. We just whiffed him. That was what man upside. Because we were moving the football so well there at that time. Thought we could get down and get points. Defensively, at that time, they got the running game going early and ran them, and they ended up running for a bunch of yards. And we didn't get the run stopped most of the night. And all that too, quarterback scrambles in some critical situations. We got to do a better job in the pocket of getting those guys down, getting off the field on 3rd and long. And then we had, I think, 2 or 3 in one drive, 3 penalties in one drive that they converted there in the second half. We had them backed up on the 5 and had them stop and got a scramble, and then had 2 interferences and I think it was a face mask on that, and they got points and got in the groove. And then we got back and got the ball and scored again, and we couldn't get to stop. They went down, and we moved back, and it was just when we just couldn't. Like I say, we got to play better complementary to each other. Thought some guys in the game. McKinley looked like he played a really good game, did some really good things inside. Devon, again, played an outstanding football game. Throwing and catching it. Thought Connor was, first started to go out there and do what he did. I thought he was outstanding in the game. Showed a lot of poise, a lot of composure about what he did, how he did it. Made throws, gave us a chance to win the game at the end. I mean, you can't. The guy's got heart, toughness, charisma. He's got it all. And like I said, I thought some of our receivers really made some nice plays in the game. And what we did, we gave up. We got to protect them. Look, take some shots at the end when they lay their ears back. They got some good rush guys when they have to and can get there. And just didn't make a play. Had one more play we needed to make, and had a shot with a minute to go, and couldn't get it done with some pressure and things they did. So just got to get better, find a way, and move on to the next game. Questions?
To the left, Sam.
Jimbo, before the last offensive possession, it looked like Connor was talking to somebody, maybe the trainers, and you called him over. Was he getting evaluated for an injury or what?
No, they were talking to him to make sure he was okay when he got hit. And Luke looked like that and said he's okay. I yelled at him, and then I yelled back at Lou. I said, Connor, because I didn't know who he was talking to. And I said, Connor, I said, Lou, is he okay? He said, yeah, I finished. I've already talked to him. He's good.
Okay, so you weren't concerned that he had any kind of injury at that point?
No, I didn't say. I just asked Lou. That's not for me to. He talked to Lou and did that. And I yelled at him, and he turned and to come over. And then Lou was talking to him, and I said, Lou, is he okay? He said, yes, sir. I just finished talking to him, and he was good. So I checked with him. If he was talking to a trainer, I always check with them first.
And then
he came back, and, heck, he led us to a touchdown drive.
No, I meant before the last possession, like the 44 seconds left. That was I guess that – yeah, it was after the –
Yeah, and we scored that. Then we scored the drive. I asked Lou. I said, I yelled. I didn't know he was talking to Lou, and I said, Lou. And then I said, is he okay? And he said, you done? He said, yes, sir, I'm done.
Okay. And then what consideration did you give to an onside kick at the end?
Well, I would have, but I knew they were going to be up. We didn't want to kick it out of the end zone. We wanted to pin them back. We had 3 timeouts. Instead of giving that up, we felt, I thought the odds of trying to kick them back and put pressure on them and try to make them make a throw or a run, which we did. We got to stop. And then having 3 timeouts, Shane, if we'd had 2 timeouts, I would have definitely onside kicked. But having 3 and knowing they would play the onside, we were trying to hit that thing down about the 5-10 yard line. And then try to get a cover down there really low and short because we only needed a field goal. Called the 3 times. I thought the odds of trying to get a stop in 3 timeouts, that would be better than trying to get them at midfield. Because if we got them at midfield and used them and punted it, we ended up getting it where we got it. But, we didn't catch the punt. That was another thing that we needed to catch that punt. Even if we didn't return it, we needed to get because it got about a 15, 20-yard roll, I think, something like that, and what we did.
Front left, Zach.
Jimbo, with their run game, obviously they've got some talented backs, but what was their offensive line doing so well up front?
I can't answer that yet till I see the film. It was this inside zone stuff, a little tackle trap. It looked like speed of the game and the fits. We said we made some adjustments. Early we went 3 down, and they went through it. Then 4 down. Then we had a really good for, I guess, till the second half. The rest of that, or after that first half, the first drive or so, first quarter, half a quarter, the next quarter and a half, we did really good the rest of the first half. Very, very solid. And then second half, I have to make the adjustment. We talked about that, the first half adjustments at halftime, and then I have to see the second half. I have to see the film. I can't answer that.
Front right, Travis.
First 2 drives of the game, y'all went pretty quick at times, and then, of course, at the end, you needed to go 2 minute. Did you consider going
we were
tempo
going quick the whole game. We were tempo and getting things out Okay, they made us check a couple times because of blitzes, but we had a high tempo the whole game.
Do you feel like Connor works better in tempo or a young
No, I
quarterback?
mean, when you get in a rhythm and your plays are going and your whole offense gets in rhythm. And that's the way you want to call it. When you get first downs and you get completions, you can get into that. I mean, that's our whole goal to do all the time.
Second row left, Olin.
We didn't change anything. That was just our base way we want to do things.
Yeah, Jimbo, look, understand game's just over. You haven't a chance to evaluate. It's going to take a while, but the run defense has been an issue for quite a while. So what has been the problem?
Well, last week it was pretty good, except for drives. I have to look. Sometimes it's a fit of a backer. Sometimes it's a fit of a safety. Sometimes it's a defensive lineman get out of a gap. I mean, it's usually one of those three things. Sometimes one game, I remember a couple games ago, our backers, we did not fit right. Even though they made tackles, we weren't fitting the runs the right way. And then a couple times we've gotten linemen, stick the nose and honey, got in two gaps in the same gap, or sometimes the safety. Your safeties play a big part of that too, and how you bounce things to them or how you fit inside in the run game. And sometimes it's been that. So we just got to do a better job and evaluate it.
Are there things DJ could have done, adjustments?
Well, I don't know. We'll say. Yes, DJ. Listen, DJ's a really good football coach, and he knows it. We'll get it right.
To the back. On the right, Justin.
Jimbo, looked like Connor was pretty comfortable in the read game, getting the ball out of his hands pretty quick. What do you think of his decision making?
Really good. We RPO'd a lot. We had a lot of RPOs, a lot of throws, a lot of runs. His decisions. He did a good job in protection on the mic calls and getting the ball out to where he did. I mean, red zone, third down. Man, I thought he did a really nice job. He has a great feel for the game, and I said he's very instinctive. And now he's had enough at bats and practice and things. He feels really comfortable in the offense, and I think he's going to do a really good job.
And did you change your play calling at all with Connor behind center tonight, or is it all the same?
No, I mean, there's certain plays he may like different, certain calls, and also dictated by what they do on defense. I mean, by what their style, or they blitzed him a lot early. I mean, there was a lot of blitzes and pressures, and we did a good job, and he was getting the ball out and finding seams, and then they quit doing it and started dropping 8 and doing things. We've been more patient, and he was checking it down, and we got the running game going. And but, very similar, but there's some nuances that are different because of things they like and what he can do a little different.
Stay back behind the lights to the left, Daryl.
Coach, was there something that was an issue with Haynes that caused you to go with Connor, or did you like what you saw at the end of the game last week with
No,
Connor?
I like what I saw, and Haynes was banged up, and we knew it. And he could have been available, but it wasn't right to play him again this week. I feel very comfortable with Connor, like I said before, and he's done it in practice and really getting the reps and jumped in there.
Down front, Travis.
Along the same lines, is Connor now kind of is he the QB1 moving forward from what he's been able to
we
do?
should be. I look forward to playing next week, and we'll get the other guys healthy and see where they're at. But I'm very comfortable Connor's playing and starting for us.
Anything else? To the left, Sam.
You guys showed a lot of fight. I know you guys have showed a lot of fight lately, but do you have any concern about this team sticking together?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't about that. I don't mean that in a not saying it just to say it. I mean, you see them in our locker room and you see them together, and they'll take, we're going to figure this out. We're going to fight. I don't. We got to help them find one more play, and they got to help us find one more play to get over the hump. I mean, I really, the disappointment is there, but I'm going to tell you, it's. Unless they got me, we just had those talks, and those kids come up to talk to me all the time. They're very dedicated to each other and love each other. I really believe that.
It seemed to me that the guys really responded well around Connor, responded to him really well. Could you sense some extra energy? Because obviously it's a young guy making his first start.
Well, yeah, I think guys want to do well for him and take care of him. Yeah, and he has a very charismatic personality. Guys like him, man, and I say that, and they like to play for him, and he gets the ball to them.
Anything else? All right, Olin.
He didn't ask 2 the first time.
That's it.
Well, the guy was talking
You got me to make a joke, and I lost the game. I made it the first time in the history of ball.
Continuing on Connor, just from what you saw tonight, what do you think that impact with him in there is going to make for the for the remainder of this season?
Well, I hope so. Hope he learns how to prepare and keep playing like he does. And Connor loves ball, and like I said, he's very instinctive. He's a very good player, and hopefully he'll continue to lead us offensively. And we moved the ball. I don't know what we had.
Total offense, 480.
I don't even know what he threw for. He threw for
338. Yes, sir.
480 yards. We ran it and do it. We moved the football and scored points, and I'm very happy with him and what he's doing. And guys like him, and he's a very good player, and I love coaching him.
Travis, you wrap us up because we've got Albert Regis ready.
Is there any hindsight's 2020 on bringing Connor in earlier in the season, or did he need this amount of time to kind of get to where
you can always say that, but at the same time, you got to make sure when you put a guy in there, you can ruin a true freshman. When you're talking about a true freshman, the guy, he had a little bit of fall, and he had some other guys. And now that does limit reps because you had other quality guys getting quality reps. If you don't have guys, you get them more reps, more guys, and you could have done that. But at the same time, you can ruin a guy a lot quicker than you can make a guy. You know what I'm saying? When they're freshmen like that, everybody wants to throw them in there, and you see in the NFL when they throw them rookies in there, and there are some teams that aren't doing as well in some things, and but I love him. I knew he's going to be a good player. I've said it all along, and it's not. I'm just hopefully it's the right timing for him to play, and he keeps playing like he's playing. I love him to death.
Thanks, Coach.